My loves, welcome back to my channel once again. Hi if you're new. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, Valentine's Day inspired look. I hope you guys already checked out my previous last two videos that I uploaded. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the look. So like I always tell you guys, I don't want to get too much talking. I just want to get into the, what I brought you here for. So that's what we're gonna do. So today I'm gonna be doing, like I said, an inspired look for Valentine's Day. So I'm just pretty much gonna give you guys, I don't know, like share with you guys my idea of, or at least like a look that I'm gonna be doing for myself. So if you guys like it, then you guys can like go ahead and recreate that too if you like to. So yeah, so I already went and did my eyebrows like always. You guys know I always start with that. So now I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take this brush. So I'm just gonna start with my concealer to prep my eyes for the eyeshadow. So anyway, what are you guys doing this Valentine's Day? Are you guys gonna go out? Are you guys gonna be spending time with your boyfriends, girlfriends, or what are you guys gonna do? Anyway, what are you guys have planned? For me, I don't know yet, to be honest. I don't know, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place concealer and I'm gonna start applying that on both of my eyelids. You guys know I always do this. This is the way I like to apply my concealer first. I say concealer because I don't have an actual eye base, if so. So this is what I use normally. I don't know. You guys use whatever you feel like, whatever you have. But this is what I normally do right now. For the palette, I'm gonna be using this one. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette remastered. This is the one. You don't necessarily have to use this palette if you don't have it, but you can use something like some colors inspired by it. So this is the palette. And this is the color story of it. And I choose this one just because it has reds and, warm tones. Just like perfect for the like they match with the theme. So that's why I choose this palette. So yeah, I'm gonna take this brush. This is the Morphe M167, and this is like more like a paddle brush, like a packer brush. And I'm just gonna take the shade Rose Gold, which is this one right here. This one right here. And I'm just gonna take that and I'm just gonna pack that all over my lid. So something like this, I don't know if you guys can kind of pick the color through the camera the way it is on the palette too. I know on camera it looks a little bit lighter, but in person it's more like, it's a tad bit more darker and more intense. So then I'm gonna take, to smudge the color out, like diffuse the color, I'm gonna take this one, which is called Sandalwood. And I'm just gonna take this with this fluffy brush and I'm just gonna take it like, kind of like to create a crease. So, and if you guys notice, I'm not taking the color all the way to the outside. I'm just like right where my kind of like where my eye stops, like the line. I'm kind of stopping right there too with this color. And then I'm gonna take this other brush. This is more like a pencil type of brush, but it's still like a little more pointier. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, kind of like a burgundy color, Man Eater. And I'm just gonna take a little bit, and then I'm gonna stamp that like on the outer, just like placing it like dotting it like on the outside of my eyelid. And then I'm taking a little bit of the henna right next to it. And then same thing this side. Something like this, and then I'm gonna quickly take another. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend the color out, like in and out, just to kind of like get rid of that harsh line. And then I'm just gonna take another smaller, like a smaller pencil brush, and I'm just gonna take another shimmer shade, and I'm gonna go for Bubbly, which is this one right here. And I'm just taking a little bit on my brush, and then I'm just gonna place this one right about there on the tear dot of the eye. We should have something like this. You guys see that I started with the shimmer like on my lid, and then I kind of like to create a little bit of crease, I use lighter, like a powder matte color. And then to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, I put two darker shades on the outside, like on the outer of my eyes. So that's what we have. So let's just kind of keep it simple but cute. So obviously that's pretty much it for my eyes right now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply my lashes, because usually that's what I do at last, but this is pretty much, that was a quick, simple eye look. You guys saw I just pretty much used like 4 to 5 colors on my eyes, and that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my lashes, and then I'll come back with the rest. And yeah, so I'm gonna come back with the rest so we can continue doing my makeup. The rest already pretty much, you guys know what I do next, so that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So I'll come back with that in a bit, okay? All right, guys, so I am back after I applied my lashes. Obviously for your date, you shouldn't want to wear something like I said again, very dramatic, especially if this is your first time. Like, I know we're in a weird like time where obviously a lot of the things they're not the same as they used to be. Like, I don't know if a lot of you guys are gonna go out and actually do like the actual dates or anything like that, but if you do, just make sure you be careful, make sure you be safe, make sure you cover yourself very well and everything. And I don't say don't do it, because obviously that wouldn't make sense. At least for me, that doesn't make sense. You know, the fact that people tells you like don't do things, don't go out, don't stay, you know, home. Yeah, I understand the importance of that, but at the same time, you know, you got to continue with your life regardless. Like, I'm sorry, you know, that's the way it is. But anyway, putting that to the side, if you do, make sure you be safe and careful. But anyway, my point was about the makeup. Like, coming back to the makeup look, I was saying obviously I didn't want to do something very dramatic. Like always, you know me, I'm not very dramatic on that. So you guys, just a recap of what I did again. You guys saw me, like, I did my eyes. You guys saw me using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette remastered, and obviously I went with the shades. And again, like I said, you can use something similar to this palette. If you have anything similar to it, you can go ahead and try something different. Not necessarily that you have to use this palette, obviously. But anyway, if you do have this palette, I think this palette is perfect for this occasion because it has a lot of reds, like warm tones, like, you know, like pinks and all of that. They kind of like match the theme again for the holiday, the occasion, whatever. So again, just a recap of what I did. Obviously I started with Rose Gold, which is this shade right here. Rose Gold all over my lids, and then I went with this one right here, which is the Sandalwood. So this is like obviously this is a matte color, so I use this to give some type of like a crease dimension in my eye. And then I went with this to create an outer, more like defined look, if you will. And pretty much I use this just four shades, and then I use this one right here, which is Bubbly. This is Bubbly, this one is Henna and Sandalwood, like I said, these two, and then Man Eater. So there's three, and then this one for the tear dot, and then obviously this one, which is the first one. And excuse my nails, you guys, I just recently take off my acrylics, and I'm just letting my nails to kind of have their own time. So anyway, but like I said, if you have anything similar, go ahead and try to use similar colors like this one. Like I said, for me right now, this is what I had in my collection that I thought it was gonna fit this for this, it was gonna be perfect for this look. So that's what I did. So also I want to mention there's a lot of the if you have some of it, I would recommend using, like, going for some of your, if any of you guys have your Juvia's Place palettes. Juvia's Place palettes, those are like the best. They have different colors, they have like a lot of things, a lot of options. So, but just it happens to be that I recently got rid of a lot of my collection, a lot of my makeup, because I just pretty much was hoarding a lot of makeup, which is still, I have a lot more, but I just got rid of like a lot, like a big, like I just pretty much put a whole bag, like a whole bag of makeup that I wasn't really using anymore. So a lot of those were like pretty much mostly all of my Juvia's Place palettes, because pretty much I had all of the collection. But to be honest, I have other options, and anyway, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Like, I'm gonna obviously I already have someone that is gonna take that, which they need those, and that's okay. But anyway, you know, for me, like, it was too much, and I'm like, I'm not gonna need them all, so that's fine. You know, I'm just gonna stick with what I use daily, and that's it. And then obviously even more right now, because in this situation, you guys know, like, obviously I don't do much. I don't really go out that much anymore. Most of the time I'm home, I don't even get ready anymore. I don't do my makeup that often, which I should, but just, you know, for fun. But I get lazy for the most. So anyway, coming back again to what I did last right now, which it was my lashes. I went ahead and used the J lashes. These are one of my favorite brand. Besides Lily Lashes, those are my first favorite ones, and then after J Lash. And I used the style Sophia. This is like a very affordable brand. If you're looking to invest on lashes, I would suggest using those. They last forever, of course, with the proper care. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the makeup. obviously you guys know the drill with that. You guys know how I do that and everything. So I'm not gonna really go, you know, expand myself. Or I mean, if there's any new people watching, then I'm gonna try to do that for them. But for the most, you guys, whoever's been watching my videos already, you guys know how I go, how I do. So I'm just gonna go with the same. My Benefit Professional, my favorite one, and with this brush. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of that just to prime where I need. You guys know I don't like to go with primer all over my face. Just kind of like where I need, where I have like where I have my pores, like they're more noticeable, my fine lines and that. And you guys notice I don't go all over my face with a primer. I know recently there was, after my last video, which it was the before the last one, it was my Huda Beauty video where I'm reviewing the Huda Beauty foundation and stuff. And I told, and then when I did my last one, which it was me reviewing the Gucci one, the Gucci foundation, I told you guys I was gonna come back with another update of the, you know, Huda Beauty makeup foundation, but I didn't, just because I got lazy, to be honest, and I'm so sorry about that. But I'm quickly gonna say, I'm just quickly gonna say what I thought about that. To be honest, for me, like, the Huda Beauty is one of my favorite like brands, but the foundation, even though I still have it and I'm gonna keep it, because obviously I'm not gonna put it in the trash or anything like that. I have to use it no matter what, because I spend a lot of money on those things, so I have to use them. But I want to say it's still not like my favorite, as far as, it's my favorite when it comes to like super full coverage, like I said, but it's not like the best when it comes to like putting that on my face, because I've noticed it makes me like, it breaks out my skin somehow, and it makes my skin a little mild to a little irritated. So that's what I noticed that day, even with the newer formula. Just that was pretty much the update. So I'm just kind of like resuming that on this, like, you know, video, like, just to tell you guys that was my experience with it too. And I forgot about that because, like I said, I haven't used that. I didn't use the old formula for a while, but then after I was using, like, obviously after now, when I did that video with the newer one, I discovered that, I find out, like, I just realized that I had that problem with that before, and pretty much that's what it was. So like I said, yeah, with that foundation I experienced, but probably that's just me again. I mean, you don't have to like really listen to me, just saying, like, you know, be cautious of that, be careful with that. It might happen to you too, you never know. But that's, at least that's what happens. That's my reaction with that foundation, for me at least. My skin gets irritated and I start to break out a little. But, you know, besides that, the foundation is beautiful. So that's, I just wanted to point that and mention that, because I told you guys I was gonna come back with the update with that. But anyway, that's what it is. I mean, once that, it's still up to you guys if you want to give it a try. And you know, if I don't know if you guys experience anything new or something different with it, let me know down below in the comments, because I want to know how it works for you. Because like I said on my previous video, not everything works the same on, you know, on like everybody's different. So obviously everything works different on each individual. So that was my experience once again, but that's what it is. So anyway, let's continue with this. I already put my concealer. Oh, and you know what, I forgot to go with my Mario Badescu like I always do before that, but that's okay. Let's just kind of skip that already, since I already put that. And then for foundation, I'm gonna go with my Born This Way, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color or shade Warm Beige. Just because, like I said again, for the look, you want to keep it simple. You don't want to have, especially, you know, if you're gonna, I don't know, depends. At least for me, I don't want to, if in my point of view, that was me, like if I'm gonna go on a first date or something, I wouldn't want to look super, I don't want to look too much, so I just want to keep it simple and, you know, like tamed. And yeah, so it's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to do. But anyway, I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna put it on my Morphe spatula. And then for applying my foundation, you guys know I like to go with a brush first. So I'm gonna take this Sephora large Pro Diffuser 64 foundation brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of the foundation and start dotting that all over my face. All right, so this is me after I applied the foundation. And obviously you guys know I told you before too in my other videos that I like to go, for the most, I like to go darker on you know, on my foundations. So just letting you guys know that once again. But as far as the coverage on this foundation too, I love it. It's not, I think it claims to be more like a natural type of foundation, like coverage, but I feel like it's more like on the medium side. I think even my which one was it, the I think even the Gucci one, like, which obviously that one says natural, I think for me that was more like on the sheer, like very sheer natural light side than this one. And this one is supposed to be a little, well, actually no, I'm wrong. It says to be medium to full coverage, so never mind about that. But I still believe this was, like, they were claiming to say this foundation was more on the light side, but never mind. But it's still one of my favorites too, like pretty much like an everyday. And then again, I use always a brush with that. And don't forget to blend your neck too. And then after that, after I applied the base with my brush, I like to go with the sponge and just to kind of get rid of any lines or any streaks. That's pretty much what I do, and that's it. So what do you guys think about the foundation? Do you guys like it? I love it. So then for my concealer, I'm gonna go back with my Juvia's Place, but I'm actually gonna use darker shade. This one I used for my eye, to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this one. This is the number 20, still the same Juvia's Place, and this is one of my favorites too, because the coverage, it's amazing. Now I'm gonna take my setting powder or my baking powder, which is the Airspun. Like always, you guys know I love this one. And I just like to take a little bit on this brush, and then I just apply it where I need to set my foundation and my concealer. And then after a few seconds, I like to take another brush. This is more like a angled but still fluffy. So, and then I just like to kind of like pat this where I apply the powder so I can get rid of the excess. Just because I don't like to leave my powder for too long, because I don't want my I don't want it to be there for too long, because it'll make my face look more drier. So, and then after that, obviously I like to go with my you guys know I like to do my contour, and for that I'm gonna take this angled still fluffy brush, and for that today I'm gonna go with the Kylie bronzer, and this is in the shade, this is in the shade Toasty. And this one is a little bit darker than the one I used on my previous video. Which I would recommend for you if you're like if you're trying to do something more subtle and natural, like from the beginning. Obviously, I would suggest sticking to that. I should have done that too, but I didn't, just because I wanted to look a little bit more on that. I like to look a little bit more I like my contour to be more dramatic. But if you want something more subtle, I would say go for the same, but this is in this shade Khaki. It's not focusing, but it's in the Kylie one, and this one is more, that one is more settled, like lighter. This one is a little bit more darker, like actually it's darker, but it's more like on the neutral side. This one is more darker than the other one, and it's more like on the neutral side. So if you're like lighter complexion, I think this one would like suit you the best. It'll be perfect for you because it has more of that cool tone to it. But I still like it for myself too, so I don't mind. So that's that. And then I like to go with my setting powder, and for that I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC35. And then that'll help to kind of like diffuse and blend, to buff any like harsh lines. Prior to, you know, when you did your contour and stuff like that. And then just to set your whole face. And then last but not least, I'm gonna do my highlight, and I'm gonna take my favorite brush, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go with the also Kylie Cosmetics highlighter, and this is in the shade Color Quartz. So actually this is my first, oh, you know what, before actually doing, I'm gonna do a little bit of blush, which I rarely go for blushes. I picked this one from Kylie too. This is in the shade Kitten Baby. And I really, it caught my eye because it's like kind of like it's more like a popsicle orange ice cream type of like blush. And I really don't like rosy or reds blushes. That's why I rarely hardly wear any. But I saw this one, and this one looks so cute. It's like the perfect like peachy. It has the perfect peachy undertone, like orange undertone that I like. I don't know if you guys can kind of pick that on the screen, but it looks perfect. So, and this is my first time trying those, the bronzer, this one, and the highlighter that I'm gonna go with. These are my first time trying them, because to be honest, I don't wear a lot of Kylie products, but I decided to give it a try. So I am very like pleased with this blush. So this is gonna be my everyday and top favorite. It's gonna be my top favorite because I dead ass honestly, I don't own any other bronzer, I mean blush, other than the MAC one that I showed you guys on some of my other video. But you know, that's pretty much it. So that's my second blush that I own, and probably it's gonna be my first favorite one. And then yeah, and then this is the highlighter. Like I said, this is in the shade Quartz, and it's by Kylie too. So like I said, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and like I said, this is also me trying for the first time. So let's see how that goes. And I'm just gonna okay. Wow. I'm actually impressed and surprised by this highlighter, just because I saw other people like reviewing this highlight in the past, and they were saying it was such an ugly color. That's why once I picked it up, I was kind of like nervous to even try it because I thought I wasn't gonna like it. It's too. Wow. It's not chalky at all. It's not like a lot of other highlighters. So the shade, obviously you guys can see the light is reflecting, you know, bouncing back to it from it, but it looks really pretty. Like it's like a really champagne, kind of like yellowy, sparkly color shift to it, and it's really pretty. Like in person, I love it. So yeah, I guess that's one of my other favorites. So I do want to say those were my first timers trying those three products: the bronzer, the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. So that's my first time trying those out, and I have to say they're my favorite. I really like the three of them, so I'm just gonna give the approval for those. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the bottom of my eyes, and then apply a lipstick, and then that's what I'm gonna do. So again, I'm just gonna come back to my palette, and I'm gonna take this pencil brush, and then I'm gonna take henna, which is this one right here, and then I'm just gonna apply that like right here, like under my eye. And obviously I'm just going mid, like halfway of my eye. I'm not like dragging the shade all over, like all the way to the right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take Man Eater, which is the other red, burgundy reddish. And I'm just gonna apply that right next to it. Which kind of like in a way looks similar, but that's okay. And then I do have a little bit of fallout. I do have a little bit of fallout. So I'm just gonna go. Then after I'm gonna take Sandalwood, which again I told you guys it was pretty much, I'm applying all of the shades that I applied previously on top of my eye, like on top of my lids. Like I'm doing the same, like underneath, I'm taking the same shades and kind of like putting all of them together. Not together, but I mean like on my under eye too. I'm gonna come back with this pencil brush and I'm gonna take a little bit more of bubbly, which it was this sparkly. And on camera it looks more like a kind of like a rose, like a light rose gold color, but it's more like on the, for me it's more like a champagne-y color, but it still looks, it has like that pink undertone. But I'm gonna use that as a highlighter for my tear dot, and that's it. And then this is the completed eye look with everything. Obviously you guys saw my face, I got my face and everything. I'm very pleased with everything, but the main thing was the eye look. So this is the eye look. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope this inspired you to do your makeup for this, for you to do your makeup this Valentine's Day. I don't know, for me it's very simple, but it still has that like kind of, you know, cute romantic look to it. So I think you will look really nice with this type of like color in your eyes for that day. Make sure you do use like warm and red pink undertones in it, like for your look if you're gonna do that. I was thinking to do like a red color, but I think already I have like some type of like too much red in my eyes. So I am just gonna take my MAC stripped down lip pencil and I'm just gonna light my lips. For lips, I'm gonna take this mauve color, which is the Coco K by Kylie Cosmetics too. And this is more like a rosy type of like color. That is the lip color too. And again, this is the final look. So again, that was the lip color and this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. And then just to finalize the look completely, I'm gonna take my setting spray, which I like to take this rose water, and I'm just gonna spray a little bit. All right, so this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and I hope you guys have a nice, beautiful, enjoyable Valentine's Day and you guys enjoy with your couples, with your honeys, with everybody. I don't know, whatever you guys do. And I hope you guys just have fun, just be safe, and that's it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your opinions or your thoughts on the comments down below, and I will see you guys on my next video. So thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next. Bye bye.